Welcome everybody to hashtag Ask BGTV episode 5. This is the episode where we take your questions and all you have to do is hashtag them Ask BGTV.
So even if you feel like it's a silly question, just throw it out there because probably other people are wondering too, so keep it coming.
Everybody's probably wondering about this question.
Oh my God.
From Q2 Foo says, what is your favorite thing to have on a sandwich?
Not a bad question.
My favorite thing is avocado. I love to use avocado as a spread, and it's delicious.
So
yeah,
good.
give it a try.
I would say my favorite thing to put on sandwiches is pickles because that's unexpected and it adds a lot of flavor while still keeping the calories low. I don't like mayonnaise or any heavy sauces. Avocado's really easy.
Next question from Michael Adeptu. How old were you when you started eating lean?
Oh, I was about 22, 23 I'd say, because when I first started trying to get lean, I wasn't necessarily eating lean. I was just eating like rice cakes and lean cuisine.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like approaching it the wrong way. So I would say it took me until about 23 to figure out to eat real foods.
Yeah, I started eating lean about the age of 1 or 2. Like I was
1 or 2.
I came out with a little bit of baby fat and then I was like, I gotta get ripped. So at 2 years old, I was rocking a 6-pack. But
You liar.
No,
You liar.
seriously, I think I really started to dial it in at about 25, 26. But just like you, I was eating what I thought was the health foods.
I remember back in 2005, I don't know if you guys have seen this before picture of his, but he had some belly fat in 2005. So it wasn't until after that he dialed it in.
Yeah, exactly.
Jordan Woods, for the cable side lateral raise, is it better to do it with a cable behind you or in front of you like you guys did?
You have to find out what works best for your body, but the one tip that I would give you is to always make sure that you're keeping your range of motion, which allows you to keep tension on the muscle. So if you're coming to your back like this and you're going so far back that there's no more tension on your delt, that's when you've gone too far. So same thing on the side here. So go up and then down and then stop once the tension releases and then back up again. Next question from Drew Stark. Drew says, Brad, I'm taking creatine, but I don't know if I have to take that also on days off. Now I'm taking 3 grams breakfast and 3 grams post-workout. What do you suggest? Yeah, that's about right. I would say to get about 5 grams per day. Like the idea of loading has some, a lot of people are saying it's not true, it's a myth. So yeah, if you don't want to load, just start with 5 grams either pre or post workout and just stay with that throughout to keep that muscle filled with that creatine.
Jordan Woods, another question from you. Is it bad to do behind the neck barbell shoulder press? It seems to be bad for your shoulders because it kind of goes against the way your shoulders naturally move, I feel. Also on your flexibility.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, for some people going behind the neck can be, what would you say, just like too tight or too uncomfortable, and it could cause impingement of the muscles.
Yeah.
So if you're a really tight guy and you don't have a lot of flexibility or openness in your shoulders, I would say stick to the in front of your face version. But if you, like me, have a lot of flexibility and a lot of movement in your shoulders, then you're gonna be fine and safe going behind the neck.
Yeah, and always just keep switching up placements of grip, different different things to keep your muscles and your joints moving in different motions. So that's when that would come into handy. If you're used to doing it in the front all the time, try going in the back if you have that flexibility like Jess said. Okay, next question comes from Greg XXD. Do you limit your nuts number in a day? I heard that they're really healthy, but there's a large amount of fat, yada, yada, yada. Is it true? And yes, of course, limit your nuts in the grand scheme of things. You don't just sit there and gorge on nuts because you can like overdo it on nuts because they're very calorie dense with the fat in them. But you know what? It's a lot of healthy fat in there. You're gonna get filled on them as well. So try to keep, your serving size to about 2 tablespoons, I think it was what I would say, and then, cut it off. Yeah, veggies, free food, nuts, not free food.
Yeah. However, if you're trying to bulk up and you're trying to add weight to your frame, then I definitely suggest more nuts.
Nuts and nut butter are good bulking food. Not that we're saying bulking is the way to go. Okay, next question from Heather Louise. You guys mentioned that you work out every day. How do you tell when to work out and when not to work out? How many days are you supposed to work out a week? and you guys ever suffer from overtraining.
So yeah, we did mention that we work out every day, and we know when not to work out, when there's a problem, when there's when we do feel overtrained, because sometimes that happens. You sort of hit a wall and you feel like excessive fatigue, excessive soreness, and just like overall lethargic. That's when you kind of like clue in and realize, oh, maybe I should take a day off now.
And when we say we work out every day, that doesn't mean like we're squatting every day, we're deadlifting every day. Working out means
doing something,
going out playing football, yoga, stretching, run, like sprinting, like that's a workout to us. So we're just being active every single day.
Even filming videos for you guys. So our job kind of requires us to do some sort of like workouts almost every day. So yeah, we don't mean that we're working out to the most intense extreme every single day, but just like he said, being active, going for a walk even. All right, Viva Vista Mac 1. I really enjoy fitness and working out, but my main problem with not seeing results comes from my diet. So I'm a healthy weight for my age and height, but I'm just not seeing the results I want. I have to eat a cookie every day, but I want...
You don't have to eat a cookie every day.
No, you don't. I want to break the sugar habit, but unfortunately, I've created it. So how can I break the sugar addiction? I'm a pre-med right now, and I hate using the not enough time excuse.
By saying you have to have a cookie, what do you think that's doing to your mental state? Like, you know, that by saying that, get that out, you do not have to have a cookie.
False belief.
You're just
gotta get false beliefs out of your head.
You're creating the mindset that you need and you don't need that. But once again, you know what? If you're working hard, like you're training, then you can use that sugar from that one cookie for good for your body. So you just have to earn that sugar, because it sounds like you're only eating one cookie, so it's not that crazy or anything.
But a sugar addiction is another whole animal in itself, and if you really feel like you're addicted to sugar, like you have symptoms of withdrawal if you don't have it, then I would say put yourself through a sugar detox. And you know, we don't really promote detoxing on a regular basis, but for a certain case like this, if you have a true addiction, then I would say you got to put yourself through a period of 2 to 3 weeks of really like cutting the sugar out and including other like detox foods in your drink, like my detox drink with the ginger and the apple cider vinegar, and just flush it out of your system and try to get out of that addiction.
But let me preface that before you just go all or nothing into a detox, just cut back. So like I said, if you're having a cookie every day, have a cookie every second day or third day for a week. Then cut it down, cut it down, cut it down, then go on this detox. It's not an all or nothing thing when you're living lean. My saying is, it's about progress, not perfection. All right, next question from the me. Hi, my fave people. I'd like to ask you about losing the last 5 to 10 pounds.
Most of it is about changing your mindset. Like, you get too comfortable thinking you don't really need to change, and that's where people get stuck, is because if your situation is not that bad, then you don't take as strong of actions towards your goals. You kind of just get comfortable where you're at. So
just dial it in.
Dial it in, get serious.
Dial it in may mean you need to start counting what you're eating as well.
Yes.
Because those last few pounds could be because you're just in that excess a little bit too much, or you're not working hard enough.
Because you don't realize how much you're eating.
So take it more serious and dial it in.
Miriam784 asked BGTV, is it okay to eat the yolk when you're trying to lose the last 5 kilograms?
Yes. Eat the yolk. The yolk is 90% of the nutrients are in the yolk. Healthy cholesterol is in the yolk. It's not bad cholesterol. All the vitamins, all the nutrients. Eat your yolk. It's a fat burning food. Free Sudani says, do you take any supplements other than protein powder? Yes, I take magnesium and zinc and fish oil and protein powder.
For me, just whey protein powder at the moment. I have taken fish oils and multivitamins in the past, and I've tried other things like creatine or BCAAs, but at the moment I'm just having whey protein and plant protein powders.
All right, next question from the same dude, Free Sudani. What things to look for when using a fish oil supplement? So I'm actually a sponsored athlete with Nutri-C. So what you want to look for is just the amount of omega-3s that you're getting in there. Just obviously look at the ingredients. Just make sure the company is a reputable company. Just do your research. But if you want to check out who I'm sponsored by, it's Ascenta Health. Go check them out. High quality product.
Last question from Tyler Klepp. My question is that my friend is trying to lose her stomach fat, but she doesn't know how. She asked me and I told her that nutrition is a key component. Good job. I also said doing some cardio at least 2 to 3 times a week and lifting weights to burn more calories plus ab exercises. Did I tell her the right thing? Okay, thank you for the question. And yeah, for females, it's the same advice for us guys. So Brad can tell you all the things you told your friend to do are right on.
So when you say cardio, try to do high intensity interval training as opposed to the slow endurance cardio. So focus more time on lifting weights as opposed to what you mentioned, the ab exercises, if she has the fat to burn.
Yeah.
Lifting weights, sprinting, or interval training will burn fat. Ab exercises, not really.
But also definitely encourage her to get more serious about her diet, and instead of just saying diet's important, it's way too vague. Say, get more specific on your diet, or calculate the amount of calories that you actually need instead of just guesswork.
Yeah.
And then prepare that amount of calories in doing like a mass meal prep for the days.
Dial it in.
If you're really serious about a goal, meal prep, meal prep, meal prep.
Yeah. It's all about being serious, guys. It's a level. If you're serious, you gotta take it serious. If you're just like, I just wanna feel good and healthy, that's another thing. You gotta decide what you want.
You guys are the ones who really have to take personal responsibility, do your meal prep, dial it in, crank it up a notch, you know, raise the intensity of your workouts, and you will get what you want. But you just can't keep complaining and keep being stuck where you are. If you're not happy with where you are, you got to do something and push through. Yeah, all right, so thank you so much for all those questions. Hopefully you're enjoying this segment. If you have any other questions, hashtag them, ask BGTV. It's easiest if you send them to me on Twitter because it's easiest for me to find you. So I apologize if I missed anybody else, but you can send them to Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, or YouTube, and we'll hopefully get to your questions. Thanks for watching. Give us that big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you at the next episode. Thanks, guys. Bye. Got some red pepper in there, some celery, here's some almonds, some olive oil, and some